Ask someone to picture the Arabian Peninsula, and they will almost certainly imagine this: a modern expanse of silver and glass rising straight out of a flat, arid plain. But travel to the extreme southeastern coast, and you find a nation that directly contradicts that hyper-modern stereotype. Here, deep within the interior, you find authentic Bedouin traditions, complete with original garments and tools, thriving exactly as they have for centuries, unpaved by steel development. Oman has preserved this heritage because its physical environment is radically different from its neighbors. It is a geographic mosaic driven by extreme topographic contrasts. Those severe shifts in elevation and climate fracture the country into 4 distinct color-coded microworlds: gold, emerald, terracotta, and blue. To understand how this specific culture survived intact, we have to map the sheer physical barriers created by those extreme color contrasts. Out here, in the vast golden expanses, an echoing silence reigns over miles of uninterrupted, sweeping, pure desert sand. These are the Wahiba Sands. The wind pushes these shifting dunes to towering heights, easily cresting 100 meters or 328 feet into the sky. Bedouin communities navigate this harsh environment, gathering around nighttime campfires to share traditional spiced coffee under a canopy of stars entirely free from light pollution. Yet, if you travel just a short distance toward the coast, the dry, golden hills crack open, plunging you into a hidden emerald-green microworld. This is a wadi, a deep, towering limestone gorge carved out by ancient rivers that suddenly gives way to a lush, water-filled mirage. In places like Wadi Shab, the emerald pools plummet to 10 meters or 32 feet, hiding subterranean caves and plunging waterfalls tightly guarded by the canyon rock. The staggering depth of these wadis acts as a massive geological shield. It traps moisture and creates isolated, thriving pockets of life that endure right alongside the punishing desert heat. Moving inland from the water, the geography flattens into the earthen microworld of Nizwa, where the dominant colors are defined by human history. To secure these inland routes, early settlements required imposing defenses. The Nizwa fort demonstrates this scale perfectly, anchored by a massive, solid cylindrical tower measuring 30 meters or 98 feet tall. Stand at the top of those battlements, and you look directly down over thick date palm oases into the dense, bustling center of the traditional souk. Down in those narrow alleys, craftsmen shape the region's raw materials, turning out heavy, handmade clay pottery and the intricate silver jewelry that gives this specific zone its signature metallic accent. Leaving the earthen valleys behind, you scale sheer rock faces into an extreme altitude of gray stone and blue sky. This is the peak of the Al-Hajar Mountains. At the summit of Jebel Shams, the rocky terrain reaches a staggering elevation of 3,009 meters, or 9,872 feet. Hikers navigate the narrow balcony walk along these ridges. It clings to the very edge of a vertical chasm that drops for thousands of feet into what is known as the Grand Canyon of Arabia. When a nation's terrain jumps violently from 30-meter earthen forts to 3,000-meter jagged peaks, that extreme verticality naturally fortifies and protects the people living within it. For centuries, the wealth of this region relied on navigating these brutal extremes to trade the highly prized aromatic lumps of frankincense. Moving that resin meant crossing massive, shifting dunes, navigating deep wadis, and bypassing sheer canyon walls, a landscape so unforgiving it functioned as a permanent natural fortress. Because those severe natural borders kept outside forces at bay, the original customs, clothing, and architectural styles were shielded from the rapid modernizations sweeping across the rest of the peninsula. Even on the water, modern travelers on traditional dhows trace the exact same rugged, untouched coastline that ancient mariners navigated centuries ago. To find the true, vibrant colors of the Middle East, you have to leave the monolithic cities behind and explore this heavily guarded geographic mosaic. Click the link on your screen or head to travelunseen.com to see how to experience this landscape for yourself.